Sometimes it's hard to tell where to draw the line, where to make a boundary. A friend of mine, he had another friend, one I didn't rock with, because to me, that dude was a habitual line stepper. No matter where you drew the line, the dude always stepped over it. And he was one of those people who definitely asked for forgiveness instead of asked for permission. Even though permission had already been revoked, he still, my bad. And that shit bothered me to no ends. And then it was one day that we were all chilling at the house. And someone said, we needed some more, chips or something from the store, right? So he took it upon himself to take my partner's keys, take his keys and drive his car, not his own car, drive his car to the store because he wanted to drive his car. He had no permission. He just took the keys and didn't even tell us he was going to the store. Didn't ask what we needed, but he's like, he heard somebody say it. And while he was out at the store, not only did he get into a fight in the store, but in trying to get away from that situation, wrecked my partner's car on the way back. And took zero accountability. Looked at everyone else like, what? I was just going to the store. We needed some more juice. The hardest thing to do sometimes is to set up boundaries for the people closest to you. But where do you draw the line? Hello, Governor. This is Rakai Steed, Newt from the Ville, and we're here to talk about Season 3, Episode 1 of Invincible. Now, I usually do a long recap, and I'm going to stop doing that. Go into the description and see the reaction between Centel and myself, and then you can listen to our discussion right there. So that'll be a full recap. That's how you get it. If you heard the beginning story, I'm calling this Where Do You Draw the Line? And this first episode of Invincible is actually called You're Not Laughing Now. A lot has gone on since we saw Mark and all the crew from Invincible last. And Mark is definitely having, he's trying to get better, he's trying to get stronger. But he is starting to figure out where does he actually draw the line. So, because I have to do it, I have to give you my 2 quotes. One is by Anne Catherine. Boundaries protect love and intimacy. Certain behaviors support the integrity of intimacy. Other behaviors harm, disrupt, or even reverse intimacy. And my second quote is very simple. There comes a time when you have to draw the line somewhere, and you know when enough is enough. Looking back at this episode, as they started Season 3, each episode is fire, fire, fire. And this particular episode is no slouch. The thing about this episode is you can see it's not only Mark. You can see where a lot of people are trying to figure out where to draw certain lines and to understand what is the line that they won't cross. And Mark is different now. And part of the time when your trauma affects you and you don't get the necessary help, you don't know how to protect yourself. You don't know where you set the lines, where the boundary is. And not only that, not only the boundary between you and other people to protect yourself from other people, but you don't know where to put the line to protect other people from you. That's Mark's problem in this. And sometimes that can be your problem. You set boundaries, a line that you don't want other people to cross to affect your peace. But you don't realize that a lot of times your actions, what you're doing, affects, harms, disrupts the people around you. Because you're not the victim. You're the aggressor. You know, I could go on and on about this, and there's plenty of books and things out there on Google and in Pinterest and all that about helping you establish healthy boundaries. But most of those really talk about how do you protect yourself from the other toxic people. And in this, Mark absolutely needs to do that. But how do you recognize when you're becoming the toxic one? And the boundaries are set are actually boundaries that other people need to have for you. The things that you used to do and the relationship you used to have with them, you don't even see it slipping. You don't even see it sliding. You know, I'm a victim of that myself. A victim. And I understand in past relationships, I didn't set the kind of necessary boundaries to protect my heart, and it blew up in my face. And it took me on a long, arduous journey of self-discovery, which led to a good thing, you know, me finally getting some therapy, and after years of not even knowing I needed therapy. It's good. But I'm still dealing with the aftermath because I refuse to set boundaries. I refuse to have the difficult conversation. And this first episode of Invincible, Season 3, Episode 1, it seems like Mark has avoided a lot of very difficult conversations. He's 19. 19 is that age where you think you know every damn thing. And it's clear that he doesn't. Figure out what are your boundaries. What are your limitations? Not only just to protect you, but to protect other people around you. This is Rakai Steed, new from the Ville. Make sure that you like, comment, share this as much as possible. Give me some comments about on your boundaries, how people have stepped over that line. And if you haven't subscribed, by all means, hit the button, subscribe. Whatever we do, it's got to be about this, but even more importantly, it's got to be about this.